brought up a beautiful question, so listen close. We can still mess up. We're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up before I get to home today.
Amen.
But Jesus said, if you love me, I died so you wouldn't have to. So even if you mess up again, it's okay. You still get to go to heaven because I died for you. Now, here's what he says. He says, nothing you do will keep you out of heaven now because you love me. And I died for you. So you don't have to worry. When you mess up, you're still going to go and be with God. This is real. But what he says is, since I did that for you, and I love you, will you please try to be good anyway? Because you love me. You understand what I'm saying? He says, if you mess up, it's okay. But, since you know I did so much to get you into heaven, will you try to be good just because you love me? Because it means the world to him if you try to be good just because you love him. That's awesome.
I mess up so much.
Yes, we all do. And you don't have to worry. Jesus is not somebody that's going to get mad at you every time you mess up. Not at all. As a matter of fact, he came down to earth and he lived in a body just like ours. On purpose. And he died in a body just like ours with all the pain we have. But he lived in a body just like ours so he would know all the temptations you have to be mean and to be bad. He knows what it's like to want to do bad. He didn't do bad, but he understands. And when we mess up, Jesus is not mad. He just says, please try not to because I love you and I want you to be good. Okay? That was a great question, young lady. Thank you. Now, we have some visitors that come here for the first time today. I want to ask you something. Have you ever been told that you were too young to do something? You're too young to go to that movie. You're too young to drive a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
You're too young. Anybody ever been told you're too young? Okay. And sometimes that's true. Because I think there's a few of you, if I put you on a motorcycle, it'll be bad.
Yeah, you get so much.
Yeah. But now, listen to this. You know, has anybody ever heard the story of David and Goliath? When David killed the giant? You know that David might not have been much older than 12 years old. Do you know that there's a king in the Bible named Josiah? You know how old he was when he was made king?
7.
Now, here's what I want you to understand. I want adults and kids and teens especially, listen to me. God knows what's in your heart, and you're not too young to love Jesus. And you're not too young to love other people. And everybody says, oh, keep prepared for that day when you get big and you get to do something wonderful. Jesus says, right now at your age, if you love me, you can do something wonderful. You don't have to wait till you're 20 or 30. You know what you can do for Jesus right now? Do you have a lot of friends that have like a bad life, or they get teased a lot, or they're sad a lot? Jesus says the most important thing in the whole world is to love the people right where you are right now. More important than what you're going to do when you grow up. More important than how much school you're going to have. Or how good of a ball player you are. Jesus says the most important thing is to love people. And you can do that right now. You're not too young. And if he says, I loved you so much that I saved you so you can be in heaven, then I want you to love other people like I love you. Yes?
Like if someone says they're better than you and they love someone that they love you, you say exactly love them, but how
Anyway.
you love them.
Yes. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, you guys are never, ever too young to do the most important thing in your life. And that's to be loving people. Let me tell you, some of you decided to follow Jesus. Let me tell you, at your age, what that means. Doesn't mean you said some pretty little words to get into heaven. You drop that now. Nothing. Words mean nothing. It's great. Jesus is happy you told him you love him. But here's what he says. Because you told me you love me, I died for you and you get to go to heaven. Now he says, show me you love me. You know how you can do that? You can do that by listening to mom and dad. You can do that by loving other people. You can do that by praying to him, like I said. You can do that by reading his word. Those are the things you can do to show Jesus you love him. Okay? And even when you mess up, does Jesus still love you?
Yes.
I'll tell you something.